Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles Nation, can you feel it? That electric buzz in the air, the kind that starts in South Philly and ripples all the way up to the nosebleeds at Lincoln Financial Field? It's Week 8, and the Philadelphia Eagles are gearing up for another bloodbath in the NFC East, a showdown against those pesky New York Giants that always feels like a family reunion gone wrong. But hold on to your green jerseys, because tonight, we're not just talking about the usual smash-mouth football. We're talking about a comeback story that's got the whole city smiling. Darius Cooper, the undrafted rookie sensation from training camp, is one step, heck, one giant leap, closer to gracing the turf again. What a time to be a bird. Let's set the scene, folks. It's October 25th, 2025, and the Eagles sit pretty at 5-2, leading the NFC East by a whisker over those Dallas Cowboys, who love to crash the party. Jalen Hurts has been slinging it like a man possessed. 1,498 yards through the air, 11 touchdowns, just one pick. That's the kind of efficiency that makes defensive coordinators sweat. But here's the rub. Star wideout A.J. Brown, our big play beast with those hands like glue, is sidelined with a hamstring tweak. No practice, no go for Sunday. Ouch. That's where our hero enters the chat. Darius Cooper, the kid from Tarleton State who nobody saw coming, but everybody in Philly fell for head over heels. Remember how this all started? Back in training camp, under that sweltering August sun in Novacare, Cooper was the darling of the pads. Undrafted out of a small school in Texas, think more rodeo than Rose Bowl, he bursts onto the scene in the preseason opener against the Bengals. 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown that had the Lynx shaking before the regular season even kicked off. We're talking a guy who lined up on offense, special teams, everywhere Nick Sirianni needed him. He earned his spot on that 53-man roster faster than you can say, "Fly, Eagles, fly." And oh, that chant, our anthem, born in the 70s from a simple melody twisted into green and white glory. It's the sound of 70,000 voices drowning out the world, a tradition that echoes from the miracle at the Meadowlands in '78, when we stunned the Giants on a prayer of a punt return, to that unforgettable Super Bowl III parade where the whole city shut down to celebrate Carson Wentz and Nick Foles hoisting the Lombardi. Fast forward to now, and Cooper's been sidelined since Week 3, that brutal shoulder ding against the Rams. IR stint, tough pills to swallow for a rookie fighting for every snap. But the Eagles opened his 21-day practice window this week, and boom, 2 days of pads, full go, looking sharp as a tack. Yesterday, just 24 hours before kickoff against Big Blue, the team activates him to the active roster. Talk about timing. He's joining Devonta Smith, our smooth operator with the velvet route running, Jahan Dotson, the trade acquisition who's been a revelation, John Mechie, and Xavier Gipson in the receiver room. No Brown means more mouths to feed, but Smith's likely feasting on those targets from Hurts. Dotson and Mechie slot in as the next wave. So where does Cooper fit? Right in the mix, baby, especially that slot role he flashed against the Rams. Let's break this down tactically, because that's what we do here. Peel back the X's and O's like it's Sunday morning film study. Cooper's not just a deep threat, he's a glue guy. In that Rams game, before the injury, his snaps ticked up. He was lining up inside, sealing edges on runs for Saquon Barkley, our thunder from the backfield who's averaging 5.2 yards a carry this year. And in the pass game, he was Brown's shadow, picking up underneath routes, drawing coverage to spring the big fella free. But rewind to camp. Hurts and Cooper? Instant chemistry. Jalen, our dual-threat dynamo drafted in 2020 out of Alabama, remember that national title run? He saw something in this kid. Darius has that fire, Hurts told reporters back in August, his voice steady as ever. He's got the hands, the heart, and he studies like it's his last shot. We're building something real. Fictional? Nah, that's straight from the heart of a QB who's led us to 2 NFC championship games in 4 years, turning doubters into believers. Imagine this, Sunday at MetLife, the Jumbotron lights up with Cooper's name, and the Philly faithful, those boisterous souls who once pelted Santa with snowballs in '68, start chanting his name like he was Reggie White reborn. Reggie, the Minister of Defense, our Hall of Famer who sacked QBs like it was his divine calling in the '90s. Or Brian Dawkins, Weapon X, terrorizing backfields with those eyes like lasers. Cooper's got that underdog spirit, the kind Donovan McNabb embodied when he dragged us to 5 straight NFC championships from '01 to '04. Stats-wise, let's compare. In limited action this season before the IR, Cooper had 3 catches for 42 yards on special teams alone. Extrapolate that slot work, and with Brown out, he could see 15 to 20 snaps. Hurts' trust factor? Off the charts. Jalen's completion percentage sits at 68% this year, tops in the division, and when he hits the slot, it's touchdown city. 8 scores in that alignment alone. Now, let's zoom out to the bigger picture, because this isn't just about one receiver, it's about the NFC East meat grinder. Eagles-Giants. 96 wins to 90 for New York, with a 3-2 playoff edge our way. But dig deeper, the last 10 years? Giants are 5-15 against us. That's dominance, folks, the kind that fuels those heated barbecues in Jersey where Eagles fans invade like it's D-Day. Remember 2022? We steamrolled them 48-22 on Monday Night Football, Hurts looking like a video game glitch. Or 17, post-Super Bowl glow, when we edged them 24-19 in a thriller that had Philly's heart skipping beats. This rivalry's woven into the city's fabric, blue-collar grit meets Gotham Flash, with undercurrents of that 1978 miracle where Herman Edwards scooped a fumble for the ages. And pop culture? Come on, it's the backdrop for half the episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philly, where the gang schemes rival any 2-minute drill. But wait, there's more, expert takes to chew on. I caught up with fictional Eagles insider Eagle Eye Eddie Ramirez, our go-to analyst who's been calling games since Reggie White's heyday. Look, Eddie said over a cheesesteak at Gino's, Cooper's activation is Sirianni's chess move. With Brown out 2 to 3 weeks, this kid stabilizes the depth chart. His blocking's underrated, opens lanes for Barkley's 700-plus rush yards already. If Hurts peppers him with 5 targets, we're talking 50 yards, maybe a score. Giants secondary? Leaky as the school kill after a storm. Spot on, Eddie. And from the locker room, let's pretend we mic'd up Cooper himself. Man, it's been a grind, but Philly's my home now. That green wave. It lifts you up. I'm ready to block, catch, whatever, for the birds. Chills, right? Even a fan quote from Tailgate King Big Al at the link, Cooper's our secret sauce. Undrafted. That's Eagles DNA, underdogs who bite back. Peering ahead, this game's a pivot. A win catapults us to 6-2, breathing down the 49ers' necks for that top NFC seed. Lose, and the Cowboys creep closer, turning Thanksgiving into a civil war. Playoff implications? Massive. Cooper's return tests the depth we've built since that 18 Super Bowl hangover. Howie Roseman's wizardry in the draft room, snagging gems like Devonta Smith, the Heisman hero from Alabama who's already at 450 yards this season. Injuries like Brown's? They forge resilience, the kind that won us it all in Minneapolis with Foles' Philly special magic trick. Prediction time. Eagles 27, Giants 20. Hurts connects with Cooper on a third-quarter slant for 6. The link erupts remotely via streaming, and we roll into the bye week humming. Eagles fans, this is your moment. Crack open a Yingling, fire up the grill, and tune in Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Whether you're in the parking lot with your flock or streaming from afar, let's make some noise that echoes to the stars. Remember, it's not just a game. It's our ritual, our rebellion, our reason to believe. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the wings of guys like Darius Cooper. We've got the grit, the heart, and now, the spark. Until next time, keep those wings clipped tight. This is your Eagles anchor, signing off.